Story time with Fergie and friends.
Catherine, amazing. Thank you so much for your extraordinary kindness and for jumping on board to help us and all the lovely things. Wheelicious, and you're a chef, and all the great things you do to bring smiles to children's faces. Thank you for joining Fergie and Friends. Incredible! Well done, Catherine McCord from Wheelicious.
Hi guys, I am so happy you decided to take my class today. This is a really fun way to get interactive, whether it's kids, adults, because we are making a smoothie. And specifically, we're going to be making an immunity booster smoothie. It's from my new cookbook. It's called the Smoothie Project. It's 100 recipes, all kinds of tips and tricks for having smoothies every single day. It's for all ages, so it is not just kids, it's not just grandparents, anyone, no matter your age, no matter the way you eat, your diet, your preferences. There are flavor combinations for absolutely everyone in the Smoothie Project. So I really hope after today that you guys take away that making smoothies all year long makes you feel good, healthy, happy, because there really is a connection between the way you eat, what you eat, and the way that you feel. So we're gonna be making the Immunity Booster Smoothie primarily because it's delicious. That for me is with smoothies. I want them to be absolutely delicious, nutritious, but just packed with ingredients that our bodies should be having day in and day out. It's real food. So we're gonna start the smoothie in a blender. Now, let's talk blenders. There's all kinds of different blenders, but remember, if you want a super smooth smoothie, you want it to be a blender with a really strong engine. But there are blenders on the market at lower prices, higher prices. So you just want to ask your friends. You can look in the Smoothie Project Cookbook. I recommend a lot of different blenders, but you just want something strong if you want it to be really, really smooth. So we're going to be starting with a banana. Bananas are packed with potassium. They're naturally sweet. And especially like if you work out or you exercise, it's great to have a banana to relieve those sore muscles. So for this recipe, I'm gonna be putting in a half of a banana. And then what I like to do with this, I'm gonna teach you guys a really good trick, is that I peel the banana, and whenever I'm only using half, because I like to freeze bananas as much as possible. Here, let me show you how I do this. But you can see the inside of the banana there. It's got, you know, just that little kind of dot, that little sprout looking thing in the middle. Put your finger right into it, and then it comes off into these little fingers. And what I do is I take parchment, put it on a baking sheet, line it all up, and I just freeze these bananas. And then what I can do with them is add them to smoothies at a later time. I can make nice cream. If you've never had nice cream, it's like ice cream, but it's made with a base of bananas. There are a few nice cream recipes in the Smoothie Project Cookbook, but it's just less liquid, and you use the tamper, which is that stick that comes with a lot of different blenders. And what's great is that it tastes like frozen yogurt ice cream. It's like really, really delicious. So we're gonna start with, oh yeah, I did put the banana in there. Okay, we got the banana. And then we're gonna add in frozen berries. And berries are just packed with antioxidants. So you want those deep berries. There's a lot of fiber in them. There's a lot of nutrients. But most important, they're really, really sweet. So that's, you know, that's a good thing. And if you're also watching your sugars for any reason, berries are low in sugar. All right, so the next ingredient is yogurt. Yogurt is high in protein. So for this recipe, you can use any kind of Greek yogurt. This is plain yogurt. My daughter actually can't have dairy. She has a dairy sensitivity. So I'm gonna be using, this is just a brand that I like, but I use a plant-based yogurt. So there's coconut yogurts, there's cashew yogurt, there's all kinds of yogurts. But we're gonna put 2 big spoonfuls right in there, and it's creamy. You can, like, look, if you like a smoothie that is less sweet, definitely use a plain yogurt. If you like a smoothie that's really, you know, has a little bit more sweetener in it, you can use a flavored yogurt. But it's any kind you like, raspberry, blueberry, vanilla, anything you like works. The next thing we're gonna be doing is turmeric. So the reason that I call this an immunity booster smoothie, I know this is a little funky, like maybe for some of you, you've never seen a piece of fresh turmeric. You can also use powdered turmeric. But the great thing about this smoothie is it's boosting your immunity, helping fight off any kind of free radicals with those berries. If you have any inflammation in your body, whether it's congestion from a cold, anything in your body from any, get my spoon. Whoop. It's not a spoon, that's a fork. There we go. We've got, by the way, back there, we are in quarantine because we're trying to keep my 4-year-old entertained and make this at the same time. So any kind of inflammation, that's the point. So you can use the powdered turmeric or you can use fresh. So it's not, it's just pretty. But here's the trick to it. So you're gonna take a spoon. Let me see if I can get this. I wanna make sure you guys can see this. And look at this. You just scrape it right off with the back of your spoon, and it just makes it really easy to just, isn't it pretty? And you don't need too much. What I do, I keep this in the refrigerator. So months ahead, you can keep these for months in the refrigerator, the whole piece of turmeric. And what I do is I just peel it back what I need. And then I don't even need a knife. I can just take my spoon and sort of chunk it right in there. Just get a nice knob of it. And it will, it will stain your fingers a little bit. So do wear gloves if you're concerned about that, but we're cooking. We're getting in there. Messy little fingers are okay when you're cooking. Okay, and then spinach. So if you guys are I don't know about spinach, I don't know about greens in my smoothie, don't be scared, you're not gonna taste them. If you don't have fresh spinach, you could use frozen spinach, you could use kale, chard, any kind of greens that you love, and even get it in there. Put those stems in there. Look at that. That's from the farmer's market, but just really beautiful spinach, leafy, packed with iron, and just put it right in there. And you can do more if you like. I say a handful for this recipe, and I should take it back, guys. The recipe that I'm making is for one really big smoothie. So it's for one person, big smoothie. And then next we're gonna do hemp seeds. So it's really important that we get protein in our smoothies. And I like to do that in different ways. These are hemp seeds. So you can see how pretty they are. I keep these in my freezer. So I just keep them in a big jug just like this. Okay, and you wanna make sure that whenever you have anything like hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, any kind of seeds or nuts, you can keep them in your freezer. And then I've got some bee pollen. Now, if you've never tried bee pollen is high in protein, it's an immunity booster, and it's also great for seasonal allergies if you buy local bee pollen. So if you live in Los Angeles or wherever you live, try to get a farm that sells local bee pollen. You find it in the refrigerator section of the vitamin aisle of your grocery store. Okay, the next word is nut butter, which I didn't get, so I'm gonna grab it real quick, and then I'm gonna show you this. You don't have to add collagen peptides, but in the book, let me just show you guys this. We have these optional super boosts, but for instance, collagen peptides is one of them. Okay, I'm back. So you can add in things in the super boost, like I put the collagen peptides. It's great for hair, skin, and nails. I'll show you what it looks like. And always check the serving size on the back. This has no flavor, so you don't have to worry about that. But this is bovine, but it also comes in marine if you want. But it also thickens your smoothie up a lot. So sometimes, like today, I'm gonna put some in, why not? So we'll put in a little bit of the serving size of the collagen peptides. And then I'm gonna go back to this because I wanted to show you guys almond butter. So you can put almond butter, peanut butter, cashew butter. If you have a high-powered blender, you can go ahead and add any kind of raw nuts that you like too. So you could just do a few cashews, a few almonds, Brazil nut if you are a vegetarian and you need more selenium. But just put in a scoopful of that almond butter. It's so good. It's just lovely because you do get just a little bit of a nutty taste and flavor. All right, I'm gonna steal the book back. Let's get a little bit more sweetness. So do you guys like dates? I love a date. Dates, we keep these actually in our freezer. I'm going to show you how you open. Palm Springs, California dates. It truly is nature's candy. It does have that pit. So you got to make sure that when you get a date that you pull out the pit. That's really important. And then you just dump it right in. It's going to blend up. If for any reason you get dates at the grocery store and they're really, really dry, you can pour hot water on the date and soak it for about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and it immediately softens it up. Now, going back to the turmeric, in order for your body to absorb and make the turmeric bioavailable, you want to make sure that you have two things: a fat. So we've got hemp seeds in here, we have almond butter, those are our fats. And then, funny enough, it's a crack of black pepper. Now, not a lot of pepper, you really just need, I promise. Oh, I see it went in that fast. Just a little crack. That's gonna help with the absorption. So that's really important. All right, I'm reading off all my ingredients. Do I have everything? Yes. So in the Smoothie Project cookbook, there are recipes for decadent smoothies. Here, I'll flip through just so you guys can see. For tropical smoothies, there was a picture for every recipe. I think that next time we should probably make something like that. You can even take any of the Smoothie Project recipes and turn them into popsicles. So we do that a lot. Sometimes I'll make double recipes just to be able to do that. But like right now, passion fruits are in season, so we've been making a lot of passion fruit smoothies. Avocados are high in fiber, so we add avocados into smoothies. But you can see, like, there's green smoothies, you can do green cubes. And that's a great way if you're trying to get greens and you don't have anything like green vegetable fresh. You can just pop a cube in, but you can see like a cocoa banana date. Like the smoothies can take on all kinds of different flavor profiles and just a great way to get in the nutrients. So we can flip through this later, but more importantly, I think we got to get back to making this smoothie. One other thing that I wanted to show you are there are a lot of those ingredients I was suggesting that if you want to get an adaptogen in, something like cordyceps or reishi. So I put reishi into my smoothies almost every day, and just a little bit. It's mushroom, but we know that they're really good, help you get a lot of extra energy. But again, you don't have to put it in. But a little goes a long way. It is concentrated. So that's just something, a little bit extra, just so that I want to make sure that, when you see the book and you read the book, you are able to then go into your local health food store or your grocery and be like, I know what all these smoothie ingredients are for, and just know that your body is different, everybody's body is different, and the flavors that you love and the ingredients in the smoothies are all going to be different, and different people want and need different things. So read the book and it'll help you. But I would say that this immunity booster smoothie, this is really for everyone for many, many different reasons. All right. Oh, milk. Last thing, I know I forgot to even show you guys. So we put in milk. You can use any kind of milk, but like I said, my daughter's dairy free, so I use plant-based milk for her. This is pea milk. Pea milk is very high in protein. You may not know that things like almond milk actually are low in protein. So I try to pick a high protein milk, but you can use anything from cow's milk, flax milk, soy milk, any kind of milk you like in almost all of the smoothies in the book, or really, you can see that I use different kinds of liquids. So even coffee, surprisingly, tea and coffee, once they're cooled down, make really great liquids for smoothies. All right, so now we gotta whiz it up. This is gonna get loud for a second, but we're playing with a blender here. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. Perfect, right when I was about to click it off. And you'll see, I always say that 50% of a smoothie is the recipe and 50% is the blender itself. But look at that, look how creamy and gorgeous and bright in color. And that is exactly what you want in your smoothie. Oh, let me make sure you can see it. Yay. And now, of course, the most important part. Like that combination of ingredients, everything is just perfect. I'm so glad that you guys took the class with me. It's so much fun to just connect and keep connecting. Make a smoothie, especially if it's an immunity booster. Back to real life.
With Fergie and friends. With Fergie and Friends.